Okay, so I know that initially I had started doing the whole setup thing and I was trying to be in the mix, be within the community, also have this console behind me and have this crazy graphics. And okay, they were not crazy, like, do you understand? It's an 18-inch monitor. But what I know is that I did sort of introduce it to you guys, but I'm so sorry for my inconsistencies. So hopefully that's not gonna be a problem, okay? But this is just the video. Okay, so what's good, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. Oh my goodness, has it not been a minute? So I've been gone. I know that. Went on a production break because this, did need like a production break. So I can just, say that it's the new season. It's a new season. But anyway, so yeah, today's video I'm going to be sharing my experiences or talk about the times that I really messed up at work. And it's not a great position to find yourself in, but like that's how you learn. Child. Okay, so getting straight into it. So I remember, okay, my biggest fear, right? Back in the day, right? So when I started out, like as a newbie, amateur, whatever you want to call it, I was on my biggest fear was getting fired. Like I made sure that, okay, not made sure, but like as I started working, I had to make sure that I don't get myself fired. I was just like, "Now, lady, you cannot mess this up," because I mean, it's not school. It's not like you're gonna fail and you're gonna repeat a grade. Here you get fired and then you don't have an income, and that's not what you want. So what you're going to do is you're gonna do everything by the book, right? Because you don't want to get fired. So that was my biggest fear then. We all human beings, we all make mistakes, we all learn from them. This is just one of those things that I often like go back to and be like, oh my goodness, like that's where you come from, girl. Imagine had you given up then and then you decided that you just a mess up and you just decide to change careers or quit or just but anyway, so story number one, the first mistake I had ever made. Okay, one that I remember specifically, the one that gave me a mini heart attack, the one that sent me straight to I was scared. That's what I'm trying to say. I was scared, right? So the one which is gonna be the first one was when we had to like send SMSs. So it was like a monthly task. So you had to like send SMSs to clients, yada yada, stating whatever. So we had like a script that we used to run like manually, like literally go to the code and literally change certain fields that were hard coded, right? And then so because at some point I was like a production developer, so those were like some of the tasks that I was required to do, or well, one of production developers. So fine, sis, I think this was the second time I did it. It wasn't the first time, it was the second time. And the first time I did it correctly because I think I had guidance, and the second time I did it, I think I was alone. I forgot to change the month. And then you run in production. So remember, most places, right, that you get like different environments that you work in. Production environment is the live environment where there's the actual system, like that's where it is. Let's say for instance, the Facebook has like other environments. Let's say if they want to test, they would have a test environment to test whatever functionality they've developed, and then they put everything into production, which is the actual system that everybody uses, right? So I worked in production, like that's the real life, that's the one that the actual users are using at the time, right? It's like if you make changes now, like they're gonna affect everybody else. Unlike test, which is like a test environment, which is what it is, a test environment. So fine, because I was a production developer, and I'm like, ugh, man. I mean, yeah, mistakes happen, right? So I happen to forget to change the month. Fine. Run the script, send SMSs. I go home. I'm just like, mission accomplished. I mean, I'm a badass. Like I'm great. Like I make things happen. Type of vibes, right? Because I'm that girl. Fine. The following day, go to work. I think it was the following day. Yes, I think it was a Thursday, right? And then obviously, you know how consumers are. Customers, that is. You know how customers are. The minute they see something, well, I would also panic. If an SMS said something and I'm just like, and it's supposed to be something else, and now you get an SMS saying you're owing 55,000 and when you just owe 550. So obviously that would raise eyebrows. You need to call in and find out what's happening. So people did then call in to the the people, and they were like, excuse me, I think there's an error with the SMSs. I'm like, ciao. Okay, well, they, someone came to me like, hi, who did the SMSs task? And I was like, I did. Or someone pointed at me, I can't remember. Or they went to go find out whatever. I can't remember what the case was. Fine, right? Yo. And then they told me that, oh, you've created a boo-boo girl. You have put the wrong month or the wrong date, whatever the case may have been. So that's a big deal, because like there's money that's gone. Do you understand? Like there's a financial impact in this. So I then later on, I think it was late when all of this happened, and then I received like an email invitation to a meeting. Who, guys, imagine like we has vegan, and all you want to do is work, no problems. You just want to contribute, and then now you're getting a meeting invites. I was just like, okay, so this is how I lose my job. It's okay. That night I did not sleep. It was a Thursday night. I remember very clearly. I didn't sleep. I went on LinkedIn looking for a new job, and I was just like, I don't know how this is gonna work out, because now I'm used to getting a salary. Fine, I did not have like debts at the time, but I was just like, I'm a few months in and I'm used to getting a salary. So how is this gonna work? I was on LinkedIn the whole night looking for a new job. I was applying because I'm just like, this is how I get fired. This is how I get fired. Kanti no shame. It was an incident report. So basically where you discuss what went wrong and how to improve the whatever, right? Fine. And that was like incident number 1. Incident number 2. So basically this is from the ones that I can remember. So I think most of they were not like, they didn't bring down production.